on Antique Sleds. My name is Austin. If you like our content, please like and subscribe. Before your eyes today is a 1965 Moto-Ski Model 100. This machine has a 252 JLO with a little HL carburetor. In 1965 was really the third production year of Moto-Ski. They started in 1963. This particular model, the Model 100, was a short track. They made a Model 200, which was a long track, which had a 300 Hearth motor. This is one of the, I guess, one of my favorite sleds, I will say. It is a great all-around sled. I really have no complaints about it. Deep snow, hard snow, anything you can think of, this machine will go through it. The gearing is just right. It's a little lower than 66 and 67, but it's it's not a fast sled, but it's a great sled. And as you can see here today, we just got a little over a foot of fresh powder here in Vermont, and I brought a ruler here today just to stake it and see what where we're at with that snow plus what we had before. Down to the ground, we're at about 23 inches of snow here, which is pretty good. It's it's just kind of a typical winter in Vermont, I suppose. It's really impressive, this machine. It really will just go through the snow. And as you can see in this video, this will just plow snow like a bulldozer. It's really an impressive machine. I'm a huge Moto-Ski guy. There was actually a dealership in my town, and my family has had a Moto-Ski in it since 1968. My grandfather bought a 1966 Zephyr, Moto-Ski Zephyr, in 1968. It was a couple years old. We still have that sled. It's still on the family property. It's you could say we've been Moto-Ski fans since 1968. They really are a practical machine. Unlike a lot of sleds from 1965, this is a really go in the snow kind of sled. Really one of my favorites. So I'm gonna just kind of review a few things about the 65, tell you a few facts about it, let you kind of familiarize yourself with it. It's 1965. This is the first year of a fiberglass cab. Previous years had a tin cab, so this is the first year of the fiberglass cab. This hood styling is very, very unique, and some might call it ugly. You get your headlight really low, so the snow covers it for the most part. Fiberglass cab, large, spacious trunk. As you can see, this is a rider, and this trunk is hanging on by a thread. But this machine uses a center drive, big aluminum cord rubber sprockets. They're just about invincible. You never have to recoat them, and sometimes you'll find one that's worn out. Very rarely. These are original 1965 drive sprockets, and they're just as soft. The rubber is just as soft as they were new. I've repaired a few cleats. Hardly any 65 Moto-Ski for the most part, except for a very select few, have all the original 65 cleats. But so a few cleats I've definitely replaced. I did some bearings in the driveline. New belt, that was a little bit of a job to find something modern that would fit it, but I did. It's the JLO 252 is just a sweetheart of a motor. I really can't get enough of them. Some early Skidoos, 61, used the 252, similar engine. It had some differences. The cylinder head and the jug were one piece on those tin cabs. This one has a steel jug and an aluminum head. But these motors are they're just great. They run great, and I have nothing but good things to say about them. Little HL carburetors, I love those. We'll definitely be doing a video on HL, just kind of focusing in on specifically the HLs. They're really my favorite carburetor. I know a lot of people don't like them, but I really enjoy them. 65, you got the big bull-nosed hood with the low headlight. The biggest thing, though, really to identify a 65 is the yellow handlebar grips. In 66, they went to blue grips, and they did carry over this styling for the Cadet model in 66, but for the most part, those had blue grips. So if you see a sled that looks like this and it has blue grips, and more than likely a Hearth motor, then you'll know it's a 66 Cadet. This is a true 65 with the yellow grips and the 252 JLO. It's really the only, I guess it's the only year and the only model really that used the 252 JLO as far as the Moto-Ski brand. You know, it's just an incredible machine. I know I've said that enough times, but it's just it just plows through snow. You know, I really love them, and my friends have gotten into them. We've all kind of acquired a few, and we really just enjoy them. It's incredible. You'll take a modern sled out, you know, in 2 feet of snow. My friend Coleman had one, and you know, modern day MXZ Skidoo buried in the snow, you know, and he pulls out the 65, and it's just unbelievable. He can do circles around the stuck sleds. You know, it's really just, this is just the prime example of Canadian ingenuity. 1965, you know, it's as light as a feather. You know, you take an Arctic Cat or anything else, and you know, you got to use both hands, but this one, you know, you can lift it right up. There's nothing to it. It's light. It's really a great sled. You know, so some unique features to 65. The secondary clutch used a 3-pin design. 66, they went to a 6-pin on that secondary clutch. That's another way to tell, you know, whether it has the original clutch or not. Most don't have the original clutch. You know, the sled overall is, you know, it's similar to a 66. The chassis looks kind of similar, but a lot of little differences. I will say probably the biggest thing would be the skis. They're buried in the snow right now. I'm going to clean them off so you can see them. They're a very unique design. They actually use shackles on the end, coming from the tin cabs of 64, where they were a coil spring, and very late in 64 some leaf spring models. But you know, this 65 model, you know, has these shackles, and they're really goofy. And I will say probably 80 to 90% of the 65s I see do not have those original skis. So I was all excited when I found an original set, put them on here, and yeah, it's no wonder, I guess, why people upgraded them. They're almost like being on ice skates, very unstable. They'll dig in and they'll kind of tip and teeter, and you know, it is what it is, but it's really fun. It's really a blast. I'm running this one on a saddle tank for now. You know, the tank needs some attention. Total production, around 2,300 units made total for the 65 model year throughout, you know, both models, the 100 and the 200. But the strange thing is only 235 made it to the United States, which is really, you know, pretty low production number really to reach the United States. So obviously they're a little more common in Canada and a little more rare in the United States. This was a Vermont sled. Once again, I love to feature sleds that I found within my own state. This came out of Hyde Park, Vermont. There was a dealership there in 65, and this machine has spent its whole life in Vermont. I actually don't think I've took it to any shows outside of Vermont, so it really has never left the state since 1965. And this machine, this is no show sled. You know, there's I noticed going to a lot of shows, you would never see a 65 riding around. You'd see a 65 Skidoo, but you wouldn't see a 65 Moto-Ski. And I said, you know what, why not just get one going? Don't worry about what it looks like. The trunk can be falling off of it, you know, mechanically get it running well. And who cares? Have a good time, you know. And I've had, you know, a lot of comments about it. A lot of guys are, you know, surprised to see it on the snow. Oh, a 65, you know, it's not something you see every day. So I love that aspect of it. You know, it's just a really neat sled. But I'm gonna bring the camera around so you can see those skis, and I'm gonna keep riding around here enjoying this fresh snow. Okay, as you can see here, let me get down close to them. These skis utilize a little shackle on the end, square cut leaves, and you know, the larger bodied ski, you know, 68, they got a little narrower. Very nice looking ski, but you know, overall rideability of these skis, you know, they're fine, but they will throw you off. They are pretty unstable, and they really tend to grab on the edges. This is really truly a work of art. The low headlight, boy, that's really beautiful. You know, it's one of those things where it's, you know, it's so ugly that it's beautiful. I think I would officially give this the term Van Gogh in the snow. She is really a true work of art.